So in my last video, I introduced you guys to my new BMW E92 M3. And I promised you that I would do a video detailing the slightly bonkers specification of the car. Well, that's this video, and there's quite a bit to get through, so let's begin. Suspension is KW-V3 with ground control camber plates, and nearly the entire car has been either solid or polybushed. There's H&R anti-roll bars on it, and the wheels are a square setup. Apex Motorsport SM10s with titanium PS design wheel studs, 10J wide, all round, wearing 275/35/18 tyres, currently equipped with Toyo R888Rs. The brakes are pretty serious too. You have Brembo 6 pots up the front, 4 pots at the rear, 380mm J-hook discs all round, and Hawk pads. You also have a Mumbre Motorsport brake ducting kit, which isn't currently connected because the car's set up for winter, autumn, spring road use. And it's also Mumbre Motorsport that did a hell of a lot of work on this car. It's what they basically call their Club Sport Spec, and that theme continues on the inside. There is a GTS style half cage, Cobra Nagaro seats, which are the same seats that I had fitted to my Lotus Evora, but these are the fiberglass ones, not the carbon fiber ones. You have a KMP steering wheel with a paddle setup that is just the best I have ever used. Carbon fiber paddles with a beautiful shift action operating the car's DCT gearbox. I deliberately wanted a DCT car because on track it is a bit better. This is actually the first paddle shift car that I've ever owned. I've only ever owned one automatic before. Generally I'm a big fan of manuals, but seeing as I do want to spend a lot of time on track, it just seemed like the better option. The exhaust system is a Ross Fellows test pipe with primary cat delete, a racing catalytic converter with 200 cell cats, and a 2.5 exhaust mod in the back box. It sounds rather tasty. The car is also dripping in carbon fibre, from the GT4 style splitter at the front, to the canards, to the carbon fibre roof, the GT4 wing, the high lip spoiler, and the carbon side skirts and rear skirts. It's just a sexy thing to look at. I don't really even mind the colour of Silverstone too much, but that is on my to-do list of things to change. I wanted this car because there's a particular car that I've been wanting to build a replica of for quite some time. And if you know your BMWs, you probably know the car that I'm talking about. There is one other thing that I needed to mention about this car, but I'm struggling to think what it is. Oh, the engine. I guess we could talk about that. Now, the regular engine in these cars is an absolute masterpiece. With a red line of 8,400 RPM, this naturally aspirated V8 develops 420 horsepower. Not an awfully large amount of torque, but it is a truly special engine. However, it's not a particularly light car, and so to help it make progress, the car's previous owner has fitted an ESS 625 kit. It's an intercooled supercharger setup using a centrifugal Vortec V3 SI supercharger, bringing the power figure to around 625 horsepower. It's quite a thing. So there we go. That is a whistle-stop tour of my new BMW. Let me know what you think. When you saw the Porsche video, I told you that that was not the official replacement for the Evora, and in some ways this isn't either, because it's a much more specialized car. I'm really unlikely to daily this at any point in time, but I'm really looking forward to getting out in it. I haven't actually taken it out on the road since the test drive, but a couple of thoughts that I want to share with you guys. I thought that the car was going to be dominated by the engine, but ultimately let down by the gearbox. Although it is a twin clutch item, it's a last generation twin clutch, and they don't always impress. And coming from a Lotus, I just thought the handling wouldn't be up to it. As a matter of fact, I found the engine not quite underwhelming, but certainly not as breathtaking as I thought it would be. An M4 is going to give you an awful lot more low-down punch. This is still only about 410 pound-feet of torque. But the steering and the gearbox in this car is just sublime. I thought it would be awful on the road, but it's actually brilliant. Unfortunately, winter is coming in the UK, and these tyres and this amount of camber, not really good for that. So I'm hoping that this car's debut is actually going to be on track. When that's going to be, I don't know. If you don't already follow me on Instagram and Facebook, please do, because I will let you guys know when I intend to take the car out. And if you would like, please come and join me and have a look at the new car. So, any questions, thoughts or feelings, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like it. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.